So breaking news, Bulls Nation, actually very surprising news, not something that I expected at all. Derrick Jones Jr. is declining his player option of $3.3 million on the final year of his deal, which now makes him an unrestricted free agent and free to go whatever team that he wants to. And an unexpected move in the sense that this was very different from what he had initially talked about in his end of season press conference at the end of the year in mid-April, talking about how he was planning on staying with the team, how he was going to be opting in. And I think everyone, when doing all the salary cap projections, trying to understand what the Bulls cap space and luxury tax threshold line they would be looking to hit, they were factoring in Derrick Jones Jr. being included within this team. Now, this does actually open up some opportunities for the Bulls, because with Jones Jr. opting out, $3.3 million, again, not much, but there was also the news earlier this morning that the luxury tax threshold is actually going to be $3 million more than what was initially being projected. That was reported by Shams Charania. So that's an additional $6.5 million than what we were probably all putting together and trying to understand how much wiggle room the Bulls were going to have when re-signing some of their free agents like Vucevic, Coby and now Dosunmu, which means the Bulls actually will now most likely have the full mid-level exception, $12.2 million, to use in signing other free agents and still have the ability to operate over the cap, which is actually huge, because going into the offseason, we sort of assumed that the Bulls really weren't going to have much in terms of space as far as outside of just signing veterans to minimum deals, because we all know this ownership is never going to pay the luxury tax unless they have an absolute championship team, bona fide championship team that they know is going to win. And even then, back in the dynasty days, they didn't always pay the luxury tax. They've only paid it one time throughout their tenure in owning this team. So this gives the Bulls a little bit of wiggle room. I like it. I think it's good news. Obviously, I really like Derrick Jones Jr. as a player. I think he's one of the better energy players, hustle guy, super athletic. Can do a lot on the court. Very versatile in terms of the positions he would play. Obviously, he played backup center for a period of time while he was with the team. But I think at the end of the day, this will be good for the Bulls because they need to add quality shooting, and Derrick Jones Jr. is not that. So more to come. Stay tuned. Obviously, we have the NBA draft tomorrow. There'll be more transactions, potential trades, rumors, all that good stuff. And obviously, we're going to be waiting to hear on Andre Drummond as well and whether or not he'll be actually picking up his player option. He did say, and it was just a few weeks ago, that he was planning to, but that has yet to be seen, and he has a couple days before that decision ultimately needs to be made. So stay tuned. Obviously, as always, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.